Ever wake up in Melbourne and check your portfolio and wonder why Bitcoin decided to take a nosedive overnight? Yeah, me too. It's January 31st, 2026, and Bitcoin is trading at around 120,500 AUD or 82,000 USD after shedding serious value this week. No sugarcoating it. It's been rough. But stick with me because there's a real news out of Canberra that's going to affect every Aussie in crypto. This segment is brought to you by Cryptologic.com.au, your go-to hub for in-depth Aussie and global crypto news. First up, the big local story hitting close to home. Australia's corporate regulator, ASIC, just dropped the Key Issues Outlook for 2026. And they've straight up flagged regulatory gaps around digital assets as one of their top risks this year. They're talking about how fast moving innovation in crypto and fintech is outpacing the rules, unlicensed advice, misleading promotions, exploitation of grey areas. With Aussie crypto adoption pushing past 30%, that's a lot of everyday investors potentially exposed. Canberra's been talking about a proper licensing framework for platforms holding this customer assets requiring an Australian financial services license. If that passes, it could clean things up or slow down some of the wilder parts of the market. Either way, 2026 is shaping up as the year Australia gets serious about crypto rules. Now, globally, Bitcoin's been under pressure. We've seen it plunge to fresh 2026 lows around 81,000 USD overnight, dragged down by speculation around the next Fed chair possibly tightening liquidity, plus broader risk-off vibes from macro and geopolitical noise. ETF outflows have been heavy, and even big players like MicroStrategy couldn't fully offset the selling. And there's chatter about clearer US REGS coming. More harmonization between agencies, easier access for tokenized assets, which could be bullish long term. But right now, volatility is king. Okay, time for a quick breather. Here's your daily crypto joke. Why did a Bitcoin go to therapy in Australia? Because it had too many regulatory gaps in its emotional blockchain. Now it's just trying to find its ASIC. Yeah. It's time for the Cryptologic takeaway. Look, this pullback hurts, but it's reminding us why fundamentals matter. Regulatory clarity, even if bumpy, is ultimately good for adoption and protecting Aussies. Bitcoin survived worse cycles, and with institutional interest rates or interest still lurking, this could be a shakeout before the next leg up. But always do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my take as Sash from Cryptologic, watching the space every day from right here in Melbourne. If you're in Australia and want to stay ahead of these regs and market moves, head to cryptologic.com.au for the full breakdowns. Smash that like if you're holding through this dip, subscribe for daily updates, and drop in the comments. Are you worried about ASIC's warnings, or do you see this as growing pains? I'll see you in the next one. Stay sovereign, stay stacking, and catch ya in the blockchain.